Hi there, I'm Clement. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about how to add interaction between a website and some native applications that you can have on your laptop. Let's see that. In my precise case, what I got is a Python script, or actually a shell script that calls a Python script, that should be triggered by a button that is added on the Trello website, but it could be whatever website and whatever interaction with the said website. So what we're going to have to do is to create a browser add-on. This add-on is going to have to be cut in three parts. The content script, first of all, that is going to create the button and detect the interaction that you got with your website. Then it's going to come the background script, which is going to allow you to do some system calls and actually trigger proper command afterwards. And then you got the native manifest, which is going to define what application you are allowed to call on your system. Among those three files, the chain of calls runs like that. The content script is first going to detect the event, going to start the trigger, which is going to send the message to the background script. The background script then is going to do some processing if need be. In our case, no need. It's just going to send that message to the native application that we got running that is described by the native manifest. So let's see a little bit how those scripts are, how they look, and how to configure them to work well. So here we got the native manifest, which is gonna define a name, first of all, and most importantly, a path that is gonna be called. We got some information about the description and so on. stdio as the type of call that we are doing, and something important is the allowed extension, which is in that shape of an email address that is defined by the standard of how it interacts. That thing is important. It will have to be the same in our own manifest of the add-on. Then if we have a look at the background script, the background script is going to do some error handling and reporting. But what is important is it's going to create a listener, and when that listener is triggered by a message, it's just going to send a native message to the app that we created. That app is Trello Print, which is matching Trello Print in our native manifest. And it's just going to send some arguments to it and just wait for the call to be finished. That's all there is in the background script. Now, if we have a look at the content script, that is going to be the most complex of the three in our case, because it's going to have to create a button in the web page. And so there is a button itself. Whenever the DOM is inserted on that specific event for that specific web page, which is Trello in my case, whenever there is that event, we're going to test how many of those print buttons we created or not. And if we never created any, we add a new one to the specific place in the web page that is interesting me, and we create an event to it that when we click on it, that's going to call this function, which is going to extract some parameter from the current URL and going to just send the message up to the background add-on. And really, that's all there is to it. Those three scripts running in succession, and if we have a look at how it looks in real, here I got a page on Trello, and that's going to create that print checklist, in my case, button. And if I click on it, it's going to trigger the script, run some Python, and I got the printing version of that checklist, because that's what my script does, but it could be whatever you want. I hope this small video makes a little bit clearer the idea of the add-ons and how the different files interact with each other. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! This is a mess. You have to solve that echo.